Hi YouTube, this is Ben here from Team Sweetness, and we have Dylan who came third place at the Galway Regionals. So Dylan, do you want to tell us about your matchups?
Round one I played Andy Ward, teammate, played Sky Strikers. I drew with him, went into time, game two, I think he attacked for Hayate and we'd started siding, and round where the time was calling the round, so that was a draw. Round two I thought I was playing Rongo, because the guy had Rongo in his extra deck, but he was playing Noble Knights and I 2-0'd him pretty quick. Round three I played Adam. Played you round three? Played Adam in the mirror round three, and yeah, Mind Control wins the mirror and Titan. Mind Control and Titan, so I made Colossus double Titan. So yeah, that's pretty standard for the mirror. Round four, I can't remember who I played round four. Yeah, round five, I think I played Sarah playing Cosmos. That was an intense game. Ended up winning that 2-1, and then round six I played Cormac Adams playing the Danger Thunder Dragons, and he basically didn't have enough experience in the mirror, so I was able to take game one. Game two he gunblared me for 4 and I evenly him, but I couldn't do any damage, so yeah. I went undefeated anyway, so 4 wins and 2 draws. So.
Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, so let's get into the deck profile.
Okay. So pretty standard, triple Thunder Dragon, OG, triple Matrix, triple Dark, triple Roar, Hawk, and then the one duo. I decided to play this over BLS basically just because of its I just think the effect is a lot better than BLS. Second effect is like let you search a Thunder and stuff, so
did you pull off the second effect?
I never used it once. I never needed to use it, so but just in case I needed to use it, so like it's always search it off the fusion spell if I thought I needed it, so it's pretty good to have. Hand traps, we played 3 Ash, so, and then for the Brilliant Fusion I played 2 Gemini Amber, basically just because I was afraid of drawing 1 and
so you weren't brave enough.
The card being dead, like, so I wasn't brave enough. I think it was against Sarah, game 1 I drew the 2 of these and I had Brilliant Fusion in my hand, so the card was just completely dead. But I ended up setting it and just making a Colossus out of it, so has some use. And then we played the 1 Denko. Best card. Just completely shuts off back row, like if you're able to resolve this, like, and then you can just kill them. So, and then for one of the best cards in the deck is Battery Man. It's just the best extender. Like the token is probably the best use you get out of the card. Like you just link it away for some summoner and then just you go off then. So,
alright.
And that's it for the monsters. Triple Gold Sark, obviously. This card. I only ever really used Gold Sark for Roar because any other effect, like you can just Gold Sark Roar, special summon it, and you have a monster on the field, and whatever effect you needed to use, you can just get rid of your monster and then get the card down. So, and then the best card in the deck, Brilliant Fusion. It just makes the deck so much more explosive. I was playing originally with 3 Call by the Graves and 2 Desires instead of the Brilliant Fusion and Amber, but this is obviously a lot better because Desire sucks. So. This was probably the biggest debate in the deck, playing 2 fusions instead of 3. Basically because if you draw this, you don't need to search it off Dark, and generally that's what Dark is used for, is just searching this field or searching this fusion spell. So you can use Dark's effect to add like a Matrix, and then if you have a normal summon, obviously after you've done everything, just normal summon the Matrix, make a Colossus, and then for next turn if you have a Titan you can just have an extra interruption. So
alright, sounds pretty good.
It's really good. And then obviously it searches every Thunder Dragon, so. And then 3 Instant Fusion, pretty standard. 1 Soul Charge. I decided on playing this card basically because the deck doesn't recover very well. Like you can open a board and be left with like a Matrix and like a hand trap or something, but this card was just insane. Like I ended up winning game 1 against Andy because I resolved this card for like Roar and Dark, and then I was just able to go off then and just set up my board again, so it's pretty good. And then one Monster Reborn, pretty standard, good card. And then triple impermanence.
Alright,
Shouts Luke Lennon.
seems pretty standard. How many cards in the main?
41 in the main.
41.
Yeah. I really cut it down to 40 if I didn't want to play Denko, but he's just too good to not play, because you can always normal summon and then link him away if you're not playing a back row deck. So, and then extra deck, obviously triple Colossus, triple Titan. People that play 2 of this card, it's just you don't need space for anything else in your deck or the extra deck. So I mean, there's plenty of times where I didn't even use other cards. So 3 and 3 is pretty standard. And then 1 Prismora for the Brilliant Fusion. Obviously he's a lot better than Sravenite because he's a Thunder. And then 1 Instant Fusion target. So Thousand Eyes is basically just an out for like border and problem monsters. So, and then another Instant Fusion target, Kaminari. So you just make this if you're going first and use it to banish this and then banish Thunder from hand. So, and then 2 Summoner. I never ran out of this card, so 2 seems to be a good ratio. And then Link Rebo for Thousand Eyes, and 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Borrowload. I basically decided to play Borrowload over Borrowsword because I don't have Trouble Load DKing with this deck, but I do have Trouble out in the Borrowload, and Borrowload it's Borrowload, so.
Yeah, taking their ball load is
Yeah.
always nice.
And then 3 tokens. So for the side, 4 tokens. Side, basically just for striker and back row decks. So 1 Imperial Order, 2 Twister, and 2 Denko. Just for striker, really. They always came in against striker when I was playing it. So I think if you're able to resolve one of them, like you're in a pretty good situation. So. And then 3 evenly. Evenly is evenly. Who doesn't play evenly? 1 Super Poly for the mirror, which I'm still yet to use, but it always comes in anyways. And then 3 Mind Control. Adam's favourite card, so I was able
Best card yet.
I was able to resolve double Mind Control in the mirror against Adam and just won me the game. So. And then basically just for Rongo and any other decks that do banishing like the mirror and stuff. So it was interesting. I don't think I ever used it, but it still came in just in case. So.
Alright, Dylan, thanks for that. So the list seems pretty solid. Is there anything that you'd probably change for the future or going forward?
I'd probably play Bells just for the mirror. Maybe take out Lancias with Rongo. It gets banned, which he probably will. So I think the main deck is pretty standard now. I think the only thing that I'm going to change would be Lone Wolf. Not Lone Wolf, what's it? Apollo Lupus or something. Aloof Lupine. It's fucking Lone Wolf, right? Aloof Lupine will probably come in for a battery man just because of the extender. So that's
Alright, that's it. So any shout outs before we go?
Shout out to Team Sweetness for inviting me to your home. Card Market, obviously, thanks for being a sponsor. Hopefully they'll send me out a jersey with my name on it. I'm sick of being Dylan. Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
Thanks very much.
See it.